All right. So again, let's recap. You got a half bowl of Seamoss, 2 tablespoons of rolled oats, 5 to 7 dates according to how you feel, 7 blocks of ice, and some cinnamon, half a teaspoon, and just add your walnut milk of preference or nut milk of preference, about 300 ml. You can lessen it or add more or less how thick you want, but this amount I make it's just perfect enough to fit in the thermos filter and enough to give me a cup in the morning before I hit the road. But as I said again, this is your Seamoss shake. This has a lot of power and benefits in it. The dates and the Seamoss alone, with the raw oats and just the calmness of the cinnamon and the well-being of bringing your body with the walnut milk, with the oils and everything it needs and the omega acids it needs for your brain. This is enough. But I'm not going to give you my fully ramped up shake where I'm going to add everything possible that I usually add to shakes. Again, you can add this just to inspire you to add or experiment to tweak with what flavors you like. Sometimes if you're really on the go and you want to make it a protein shake, just gotta add banana and some protein, or the protein alone is a protein shake. And it's as simple as that. So here I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna get some bay leaf from my garden. I'm gonna talk a bit about that. Alright, so I recently started back my garden. So here we have the bay leaf tree. I like to get a nice leaf with not lots of stuff on it. I don't want it too big and I don't want it too small. I want a kind of younger leaf. The reason is, although bay leaf is so good for you, when you have it, and I won't advise using it as dried farm or harder leaf, because although the high speed blender blends it up, when the leaf is dried out, it doesn't really digest that easily. So a small green leaf be full of flavor and lots of antioxidants, fresh the tree, and you don't got to really worry about stuff getting stuck in your guts or possibly choking you. I don't think that's gonna happen. If you never had bay leaf and if you're uncertain if you have allergic reactions, just use a small bit in a tea, see how you feel. If it's not for you, but if it is, which I hardly doubt, it'll be only a very rare occasion where you have an allergic benefit. So right here, like this here, we're gonna put this direct in the blender. It's from a tree in the back. It doesn't have no pesticides or anything like that. So just get a light little wash, bam, inside the blender. Another thing I like to add, great for digestion, also promotes health, adds a really nice flavor to your shakes. A lot of people don't think about it. Is ginger. So see how small these gingers are? This is the type of ginger you want. This is what you call Bajan ginger. A lot spicy, a lot more heat, and definitely way more flavor. So I'm going to pick myself a nice piece. Because we just want the flavor, you can use a small piece like this because it's very powerful. But if you have Seamoss that's a bit from the store, you might want to get a bigger piece like this here, and you blend to suit whatever flavor you like. So I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna add a bit more. You don't want to use too much because again, you don't want to overpower your shit. You want to have it really have a nice texture and a nice flavor. And you believe it or not, this little piece of ginger, this powerful little piece of ginger from Barbados is powerful enough. I may just snip and add a little piece more. In fact, we're just gonna add this one here and done. So again, no pesticides, all natural from the backyard. You just get a little wash. Some people like to scrape it and like the grater. It's not necessary. With this high speed blender, don't go over your skin. The straight plops right in there, just like that. Alright, so we got here some linseed. Very good for your muscles. Linseed's really good. Lowers your blood pressure, but you gotta worry about it because it thinnens your blood. It lowers your blood pressure, and I would just use it, and it's very powerful in flavor. Just use like a tablespoon of it, maybe 2 teaspoons, and that should be enough. Next super power food I got here directly here from the Caribbean. I harvested it myself. This is Macuna. Should get some more. Yeah. See, they look like pigeon peas. Very powerful stuff. Do your own research on it. Macuna. You know, definitely helps with brain function, promotes, a lots of libido. And I'm gonna put, 1, 2, 3. Feel lucky, you're gonna put 4 in today. So another powerful thing called the Macuna. Then I got here some red Maca Powder. Basically, is a root that grows in Peru. You have different varieties. You got the yellow, the black, and the red. I think there's one more. They say each one has its own kind of benefits. Black is supposed to be most energetic and most powerful in libido for men and women. The yellow is just general, and the red they say is very good for the prostate. You can get different types of maca. Again, here we go on the topic of raw and not raw. The word they use for that, though the jargon they use to confuse you, is gelatinized or non-gelatinized. Don't let be food. It doesn't have nothing to do with jello. It has to do how they prepare it. So one is more in a raw form, the non-gelatinized, and then the raw form is gelatinized. They say the gelatinized one is more potent and can be easily absorbed by the body. And again, the same fact I'm telling you all about mold. You don't avoid the mold. So this is raw, non-gelatinized, but basic powder form. So I'm not really scared of that. Farm it any mold and you keep it good. You don't need to overdo it. This here I definitely recommend only 1 teaspoon. That's enough. This is a power food, guys. You're not trying to make up for stuff you don't go out and put energy or try to make things happen faster. Being vegan or eating healthy is a lifestyle. You gotta maintain that. You gotta come slowly. You have to be positive, slowly get away and farm yourself into this here. So don't think, I'm gonna just add 3 or 4 and I'm gonna get all the super benefits at once. Less is more sometimes. Another hemp seed food. Another power food like to enter hemp seed. If you only know the nutritions on this here, and so high in omega oils and whatnot. Again, here hemp's hearts have also very strong flavor. I only use about a teaspoon of hemp hearts. You can add more depending how you feel. So again, we're gonna add about a teaspoon of hemp hearts. So that should be enough. And guys, that's my full power shake right there. If I had banana, I would add that. I have frozen banana, but I don't need to make this any more powerful than I do. If I was to add a banana, I'd probably go outside there and push down a house tomorrow. But this is enough. So here we're gonna go now. We're gonna blend it. I'm gonna let you see the consistency and how much walnut milk I will add, and we go for it. It's a bit dark, so I'm gonna turn on some light. So here we got the walnut milk we just made. Look at that, guys. I believe that was just nuts and water. And they charge your arm and a leg when you want to buy these healthy products. You can just simply make it right at home. Right, so I said again, you want to add about 300 ml. So I got 1 liter here, so I'm going to pour it to about 700. $300 ml is about, let's see here, for people that use cups. Hard to tell. I would guess that 300 ml is about a cup of milk. Could be a little more. So now here we're gonna get ready and blend it. We go from low to high. So here at some point we're gonna do a taste test. I'm gonna use the opportunity also to show y'all guys how thick this is, you know, because I added all these different ingredients. Imagine I added more than I said I would, how thick it would be. So look, it's almost cutting into it. It's like clumpy, you know. You're not going to enjoy drinking that, you know. If you were eating that as with a spoon, sure, but you want to drink it and enjoy it. So just not only have flavor, at the same time I use the opportunity and taste if it's too sweet, if it's not too sweet, and if I need to add anything else, of course, to your own likings, you can tweak your recipe. So I'm making it here so that it's not just a video of how to make my shake, but how the way to make your shake, an alkaline shake, and the possibilities you got. Remember, I don't want to add anything that's artificial or colorings, because all the ingredients you put here, it'll just be a waste. It'll just be like if it destroyed it. You might as well just made that shake that you intended to make from the beginning and just forget these holistic ingredients here. So here at this point, I'm going to add a bit more ice, because ice is going to cool it. Ice is going to thaw off into water. I'm going to add also a little bit more walnut milk. When I taste it, it tastes sweet enough, so I don't need to add no more agave of any kind. Alright, so I've added about 4 more blocks of ice, 100 ml of milk. As I told you, I added so much power in here, it just became super thick. So you're going to see in the end how it looks like. Go have another taste test. Guys, even though you're making the shake for yourself, I always like to believe in cleanliness. Wash utensils again before putting it in. You never know how it may ruin the flavor. Also, you never know if someone wants to share some of it with you and you just put your mouth all over it, forgetting that you did that at home. So here now, look at this consistency. This is what we want. This is drinkable, right? This is the consistency we want. So here now I'm going to taste it. At this point here, I'm just going to do my final blending. But here now is just the final taste test, just to make sure if it's too sweet or not too sweet. So here we go. That's just perfect. I can't ask for nothing better. Consistency right, taste is good. So I'm going to go with my final blend and straight from there in the flask and into the glass. Alright, that's blended up nicely. So you can see the consistency now when we put it inside of the flask. Very thick but still smooth. And the flavor and the taste, I can't explain it to y'all. So that should be good. That will usually hold me for work or wherever I need to do meetings. And then I will have this on the go right in the morning. After I had all my teas, my herbs, my fruit. I'll have this on the go before I sit down and eat something heavy again at work again for the day. I also add spirulina. I got some of it right here to show y'all. Sometimes I add this instead of maca. Switch it. You don't need maca every day. You can drink Seamoss every day, no problem. But the maca, you know, it's a very powerful type of root. You know, you won't have it maybe like every 2 days. And the spirulina, you want to do the same thing. You don't want to have it like every day. You want to have it, these are superfoods. You have it want like every other day. The ginger, you can have that almost every day. The linseed, again, that's another powerful food that could really lower your blood pressure. You don't really want to have your linseed every day as well either. You can switch it up. Just for y'all guys, I'm gonna do a taste test here again. Beautiful, beautiful. And I can't explain it. When you drink it, the sea moss also helps to regulate your thyroid. So if you've got sore throat, I won't really go as far as saying sore throat. If you're having like a dry throat, or you have a throat that you know that's giving you a bit of a problem, you automatically feel the relief, and you can feel when you're consuming it, you can feel your body becoming energized almost instantly from this sea moss being absorbed. So here I'm gonna mix this and the spirulina so you can see. Again, spirulina very powerful. I would use a teaspoon to do this whole shake, or maybe half 2 teaspoons. But with this shake here now, I'm gonna stir it by hand to show you how powerful it is. I'm only gonna stir in half a teaspoon. For those of y'all have never seen spirulina in the powder form, whatever you do, don't get this on you or your clothes. This spreads it crazy. And it has a, how would you say, the obvious thing, it has a very green smell, but the smell a lot of people don't notice, it has a very raw type of smell. Yeah, because it comes from kelp and the sea, but no, it smells definitely like a blood builder, like sea moss. And let me just tell you, I forgot to tell you, if you're anemic or you have problems with low iron deficiency, sea moss is another great source. So here we go again. We're gonna come, and I don't want to take too much of this. I'm just gonna take a tip of a teaspoon. You want to make sure that you fully submerge this before you mix it, because if you mix it on the surface, it can just go everywhere. So you want to get it down inside the surface, and then you want to mix it in. You have to really blend this in, because the powder formed it. It's basically forming clumps. You need to be quick with it. See? See what it's done? It's formed like a clump on a spoon. So we're right back. We're gonna stir it in a little. Okay, small word of advice. Don't ever try to mix this spirulina powder. Doesn't blend well, doesn't assimilate. You know, it's not like the other types of herbs and stuff, doesn't assimilate well. It really needs to be blended in. If you have a shaker, you know, like for the gym, you would do that. But just look, just that little bit of the spirulina, look how it gave it that deep rich green color. And I didn't even get all blended in, because I don't know if you see, there are clumps of it all around. There's some on the side of the glass, and basically the same amount I had on the spoon, like on the clump earlier, that amount was wasted. And how green it made this. So, you know, that's it for me from Beijing Energy. I'm gonna go back here now and enjoy this. I want everybody just have good vibes and, you know, keep the energy up. You know, always look how you can lift yourself and people around you. And yeah, till next time, more vibes.